Anyways, okay. 100 Thieves versus CLG. Let's take a look at the draft. Whoa! What? Why would you hard engage into Rumble? Oh my god. Just take... What? Just take Morg. Just take Morg! Just take Morg! It's either Set or Galio support, dude. Just take Morgana. I'm gonna throw the desk. I'm gonna throw the desk out the window. Hi, Insanity. How are you? Galio outblocks magic damage. It's okay? Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the logic. Yes. That's very good. Thank you. They should have just taken Morgana. Because the whole thing is Morgana works against so many of their champions. Honestly, they could even take Morg mid, but functional... actually, no, they can't take... Well, they could take Morg. They could still take Morg, and then depending on what the 5th pick is, you move Rumble mid, or you move Lee mid, or you move Rumble top, Morgana jungle. Yeah, you could still get Morg here. You could still have taken Morgana. This draft by CLG is a mess. It's a hot mess. Okay, seems very forced. Like, you guys are turbo red. Yeah, I don't really like the ProViews selection. I can understand it, but yeah. This is kind of weird. Didn't Chovy just play this matchup yesterday? He did, right? And level 1 looks way different. Chovy level 1 and how Pobelter played level 1 is way different. I really detest giving Orianna control this early on inside of the matchup. Don't think it makes any sense. Also, Pobelter went Doran's ring and double red pot. But I think it's kind of weird. Why is the screen suddenly green? True. Viego's just vape nation the entire screen. Okay, so we got sidetracked there. We did get sidetracked. CLG are... Okay, well, Pobelter played this about as bad as you possibly could. This was fucking horrendous. Wow. That was downright terrible. How do you miss this? Dude. Top, are you there? Topo, it's fine. Topo, it's fine. Topo. It's all gonna be okay, okay? Like... Oh my god. Topo probably just fell out of his chair. Oh god. Oh, Jesus. Topo, it's fine. Alright. Well, CLG did get a kill in bottom. I think because, well, I mean, the game should still be really hard for CLG, all things considered. Boxa can't get the kill there. I don't know what he's doing. And now he's just leeching the XP off of Pobelter. He is quite... So, this is one of the things that I think that junglers should actually just do. Jungle EXP is, I think, generally pretty misunderstood. You should probably just take lane EXP from laners whenever you can. Early on, anyway. Because base levels affecting clear speed is a real thing. But then in addition to that, camp respawning at a higher level is also very important. It's really, really... I think if anyone plays jungle in YOLO Q at a high MMR, they probably know what I'm talking about. Where if the enemy jungler is just 1 level up on you or like 2 levels up and it's like early, right? If you're like 3 and he's 5, it's so hard to play. If you're 5 and they're 7, really hard to play. If you're like 7 and they're 9, really hard to play. Like it's so brutal. You die 1v1 to give your jungles waves. True. It is worth, yeah. A laner being down 1 level is not the same as a jungler being down a level in most cases. In most cases, it's not that way. But it depends on the laner, I guess. And what I mean by that is like just the way that it affects things. Laners have more tools, I guess, to sort of come back or like have recoveries compared to a jungler. But yeah, clear speeds are really important. So getting the base damages up on your abilities really influences clear speeds for jungle champions. Like for instance, let's say that a jungler full clears, right? Let's say he full clears, he ends up level 3 or something. By the time he goes back into the camp and he's like level, or let's say that he's level 4, right? If he could go back into his camps and be level 5 instead of 4, it actually makes a pretty big difference on his clears. Makes everything just a lot easier. But then hitting 6 faster also influences the game a lot quicker. Well, jungler... Okay, so if you're referencing things that I said a few years ago, you should also probably reference some of the changes that have happened in the game. So laners being ahead in EXP years ago was more important than a jungler because rubber banding was a thing. So junglers could actually intentionally give up EXP because they could rely on the accelerated XP gains from the rubber banding. So it was an intentional thing that you could try to do, yeah. So basically, all right, here, well, no, we'll talk about the game. I'll save the gravity stories for tomorrow. Just remind me to talk about the gravity stories. I mean, most of the players that are in gravity don't even play pro anymore. Or they're not around in the scene. So I don't think it matters at all. Also, I never signed the NDA. This was one of the really good things that Sky Williams ever did for me. Sky defended me from a really bad situation, and he also waited outside of the house. They tried to force me to sign an NDA, and they barricaded me in a room. Yeah, I wouldn't sign the NDA. I just let him know that Sky was outside. And, yeah. So, I think a lot of people, like, obviously, Sky is, like, a taboo subject nowadays, but in the gravity situation, Sky was, like, literally my guardian angel throughout the entire thing. Sky and, Leonix, if you guys remember him. He used to be an interviewer. Yeah. And Michael Artris from Team Liquid, the former general manager of TL. There was like 3 people who were like guardian angels, but Sky was so big at the time that they were afraid of Sky. So, and I don't mean like in stature, although stature probably did play a part that night. But Sky was so massive at that time that when Sky got involved, it made everything go smoother. Yeah, Sky was really big. Sky carried a lot of power back then. Well, Sky's size is important that night because he's outside waiting for me to come back. Okay, well, I mean, CLG does have both the dragons, and Ocean Soul comes up. There's a chance they can win. Maybe the blue side curse is real today. Oh, FBI's dead. FBI's dead. 100 Thieves are actually gonna lose. This is insane, by the way. 100 Thieves are really gonna lose this game. Yeah. Whoa, and there's the galley wall. Yep. It's gonna come down, okay. Does a lot of damage, and yes. Okay, it's over. Whoa! 424, double kill. Yeah, the game's over, actually. They win. CLG win. Where were you guys when CLG almost perfect gamed 100 Thieves? Yeah, they're too far behind. So fucking insane, dude. I just can't deal with it. It's like, I don't know why it's comical to, like, fail at items. Why, like, I don't know why people don't care. It's like something so simple that you could just, like, genuinely sit down and think about. Like, it's fine when there's, like, itemization that's, like, thin. Like, it's kind of, like, there's different practical... Ah, dude, it's so weird. Night Harvester makes them go fast. Yeah, true. Yes. TLG win. They're gonna perfect game 100 sins. Who do you think is the worst design champion? Worst design champion? I mean, it has to be one in most in need of a rework. I think it's Shyvana. Whoa! 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 That was good. Really, really, really close. Really, 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 really close. Abadage still hasn't died, right? Wait, he's actually still deathless. Oh, no, wait, he did die. He did die. Okay, this game's over, yeah. I think I don't know enough about Riven to offer a good enough insight, but my generalized thoughts of her based on current knowledge, which means that my stance is subject to change if I came into more knowledge. I think that maybe she can be picked. Maybe. We actually almost picked her in scrims one time, right? Nemesis was going to play her, maybe. So close to a perfect game, too. No, there's no way. There's no way. You can't lose it. You can't lose it. It's over. Game's over. I wonder what would happen if the game disconnected right here, right now. Disconnected to an unrecoverable state. Would Riot make a remake? Or would they just... Yeah, Riot would probably just give them the win.